Hello and welcome. My name is Zach. I'm the DM, and this is Land of Loten, session 17? 18?
17.
Somewhere around there. I'll check the count. It'll be uploaded with the right number, I promise.
Something teen.
Yes. Oh.
We're in our teens. Your baby's in its
I know.
teens, man.
I know.
We're almost
Crazy.
an
That's
adult,
scary.
though.
Yeah. They grow up so fast. Tonight, our players are...
I'm Hannah, playing Loopy. Dorlan, I'm playing Layla.
I'm Alex, I'm playing
Oh, what's up,
Cadriel.
Lee is the mysterious stranger person.
Yeah.
Marcus playing Uranus.
Nick here is Theo.
Zach playing Arbella, the rascal.
And unfortunately, Bill playing Bastion would not be able to join us tonight. He's feeling a little under the weather with a headache, and due to current circumstances and decisions to be made, he didn't want to bring any negative energy to our environment right now.
Sorry.
But we will be honoring him in spirit. Now,
Yeah.
as Bastion has prepared a little speech to start off this decision that everyone seems to be making right now on the fate of Lashenil after he has betrayed you all. So these are the words of Bill as Bastion. This is a response that I wish to give to the party as a whole in the event that we decide to kill Lashenil. As I speak from now on until I finish, I please ask not to be interrupted. These are Bastion's words in character to you all that I have thought long and hard about over this past week. I can't idly stand by and watch as our party grows further and further apart. When I first came to this world, my only thoughts were of my brother. You took in Uranus, Cadriel, my brother, and I, despite knowing nothing of this world, and helped us learn the ways of society and how things work here.
Perhaps maybe we should save this after we've made a decision.
Oh, sorry guys, that's
No, he
when dinner
wanted
starts.
he wanted to start.
Well, it's a person you know.
Is it Vinny?
Is it Alan?
How's it going?
It's a guessing game on how many people we know that work at Jimmy John's.
Not like it's new.
Alan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Special guest?
So-
Alan.
oh yeah, Jimmy John's being one.
Featuring.
Alan the
Featuring
sandwich.
Jimmy John's subs.
And Sebastian's having a little
hey,
hiccup in
Zach,
his
Zach.
speech.
If I go dies, can I play a sandwich?
Actually, these are all just still Bastion talking. And it's like he's talking to himself.
Interruption.
He's deciding on what to say. now.
His programming has issue bugs.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that Jim John's order.
There was a pop-up in his programming.
Advertisements. Jimmy John's.
Could I have a piece of paper?
Sorry guys.
Okay. Continuing where we left off. We've grown together, made bonds with one another, learned skills, and enhanced one another's capabilities. But for what? This past month, we have fought countless enemies, and slowly but surely fought one another. We have lost Vale and Eclair, two members who were vital to our adventures. Yet you also quickly turned to kill another compatriot who traveled down the wrong path. Princess, you stood strong against the will of Lashenil and tried to persuade him to put down his spear, claiming you would not fight him. Yet, by the end of the encounter, you helped to strike him down, both verbally and physically, proclaiming him not worthy of the spear and striking him down. Is that the extent of your conviction? How am I able to trust you from henceforth to do what you claimed you would do directly to Lashenil's face, that you would change this country to accept the use of magic? If we kill him, we've only proven his point and strengthened the resolve of his peers who they think wrongly like he did. What do we know of his past? What do we know of his pains he had to suffer through? And to Uranus, Arbella, and Lupi, how could you so swiftly forget the bonds that Lashenil formed with us? He is a compatriot who worked so hard to help us this past month, even giving up his prized possession to try and save my brother. Uranus and Arbella, are you both not outcasts yourself? Uranus, you lived alone in the tundra, carrying on your family's name. But would your family so swiftly kill one another as we talk about killing a member of our makeshift family? Arbella, you've always been a rascal and a rebel, to the point that you even claim it to be your last name. If your upbringing had been different, could you not have gone down the wrong path yourself? In this country, one wrong move can be all it takes to be branded vile, to be outcast from society. I fear you may be the one at the greatest risks of following in Lashenil's footsteps down the wrong path. And Lupi, was your father not killed for the use of magic? Surely, you of all people can relate to the feelings that Lashenil has within him. Yet you hesitate to think we could try and save him? Are we really so grand that we have the right to decide who lives and who dies? After all, we mercilessly slaughtered a family because we thought they were enemies, only to find out that we were wrong. To this day, I still say a prayer for that family, begging for forgiveness. Could it not be that Lashenil could also find forgiveness? That he could find the ability to see our princess for what she truly is? Perhaps Lashenil is one who's right about us all. If we continue to drift as we have been, I no longer know if I can continue to travel with you all.
My quarrel with Lashenil is not by the fact that he used magic, but by the fact that he tried to kill me. I told him I would not hurt him and that I had no issue with hurting him, but that came to the point where my life was in serious, serious danger. If I were to attack your brother, or if I were to attack Looplilla to the point that they were gonna die, would you not want to kill someone or to protect your family member?
I'll speak up as Lochte because I don't want to respond through
Yeah.
Bastion. There are some points I do agree with the mechanical giant on.
And
Well-spoken
I don't say that he is wrong about everything, but I am saying, where do we draw the line between an enemy and a comrade? A comrade can become an enemy.
Cannot enemies become comrades in that same argument?
I think he's far surpassed his ability to change. I tried pleading and bargaining with him. I used violence as a last resort. I could have killed him right then and there after we finished, but I did not.
I was quicker to the blade than you were, actually.
Okay. The wrong path, you say, Bastion. Well, me and the princess had our disagreements. While I was angry at her, I would have never done what Lashenil did to her. I would never have done that.
I don't think he's saying that you would right now. He's saying that...
I'm close to that, but
yes.
I'm just saying, still.
So, what was Lashenil's motive?
Crimes against his
People.
His people being
By the...
spellcasters?
I don't know. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
explain
wouldn't
that.
say.
Lotanian people?
Yeah, I think that was kind of the gist of it.
He said that it was
his
against...
family history predates the current.
Yeah.
He
and
did
that
say that
royalty.
he's been waiting for a long time
Yeah.
to seek this vengeance out.
And he did say that it was because of the Loten family.
Mm-hmm.
And Lashenil was the one who destroyed
He's currently
the
just knocked out.
We don't
asleep.
know
Asleep
this.
We don't know that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Most likely.
Well, we don't know
We
yet.
don't know.
Why the speculation? Out of character.
He does have the mark on his left hand, and he does use light-based magic.
And this is
from
what the
you
ghost
can
said?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It fits the description we were given by the ghost.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be like,
You're good.
I agree with you, Bastion.
Thank you.
It
But
might
I
not be
also-
the best idea to exercise violence of him, but his views are kind of flawed. I think by killing him, we won't be like strengthening his message.
Even if we don't kill him, he is not welcomed in this party.
Yes.
I can agree to that.
Throw him in the dungeons.
I don't know.
I don't I
You
don't
can't
see.
cast him out anywhere else. Like,
He
we're in
already has the
Windsor.
mark.
This is the land of outcasts. This is where you throw
But the
exiles.
yes, they throw exiles here, but what's to stop him from coming back? What's to stop him from trying to come and kill me? To try to come kill my brother or my sister or my father? I may not agree with their views, but they are still my family and have still taken care of me, and I still love them because we can have difference in opinions and still love one another.
He's also seen too much of what we're all capable of. He can go start spreading the word.
He's seen
And
too much.
He's seen too
Princess,
much.
and Princess, I don't think you want him spreading of all the magic you've been hanging around.
What were you
At
gonna
this
say?
point, where will me and
Echo,
Echo be?
Echo, you guys are like, you're visible. You're just kind of outside of this initial circle. You're just kind of taking this in right now. This seems to be the heat of some sort of decision they're making.
Are there any like stone sticking up
are-
off the ground that I could possibly sit upon?
Yeah.
Okay.
There will
I'll
be
sit upon
There-
that. And I'll be
there's-
listening in and be taking notes on
Okay.
what's going on.
There's definitely rubble, and Echo is just kind of popping squat on the three
I know.
vampire bodies.
Patches squad.
Yeah.
Arvel has an idea. I have an idea, guys. You know, this has been tearing our party apart, and this has been a very difficult dilemma. Instead of us deciding, why don't the spectators decide? Why don't Lochte, this guy, and Echo decide on the fate of Lashenil, or what we should do with him, rather than
Echo,
us bickering with each other?
You would allow strangers with no knowledge or any sort of
I
recollection
think the
to judge your
premise
fate?
that she has is that it's unbiased.
Yes.
What's the name that I would think Theo is? What kind of creature?
What is it?
Iron
Scourge of the Beast.
Scourge of the Beast.
Yes, and
I would probably speak up and be like, I would have to agree with the Beast Scourge on that. I know nothing of your people, nor do I understand what the current conflict
Wow.
is, other than this person is clearly an ally and decided to attack what I assume to be your leader.
whoever supports not killing him can make their case, and whoever supports killing him can make their case, and then you can decide on it.
So we're gonna do like an all in favor sort of.
Yes.
Lochte, before we come to a vote on anything, perhaps there's within Bastion's speech, he also mentioned us not knowing enough about him, or at least you all know. I haven't been here for
The
a while.
plan is to question him
For now.
Agreed.
for now.
But we got to this point where questioning was needed.
Was what?
Was needed.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps we don't know each other as well as we think we do.
That's not for a lack of trying. We have all tried. I know for a fact that I have asked Lashenil about his past.
Yeah.
And I've shared many drinks with him. And he was always hesitant.
Speaking of which, and she'll like pop out a little thing of whiskey.
Which he was always hesitant to talk about and never actually did.
You know, we should actually give him that
People-
whiskey. We should get him drunk and make him talk.
People,
He's already out.
people are only as willing to share as much as they like. You can't make someone share their
Would I
past.
know of a way to see into his dreams?
Through the dreams.
You know, the dream spell would be a way. I guess.
That would be
I don't know.
awesome. Oh, by the way,
It'd also be argued if he's actually dreaming right now, being forced into a sleep. I'm not sure about
Zach, turn off the microphone.
Well,
It's a little low.
elves can't be contacted by this spell.
that. That's low.
Elves?
Mm-hmm. So,
Is he an elf?
it's a possibility we can't ignore at this state.
Do you even know his last name?
Shining Spear?
I don't.
That's a shame.
That was...
Expect that.
Huh?
His last
I don't
name?
think his actual name is Chinese.
I know.
Spear.
That was
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah.
Is it Dawn?
No?
National Dawn?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
He never shared his name, even with me.
Let's look through his wallet.
His backpack and such, and see if he has any tokens of home.
If you so
his
searching through his
carriage
bag,
license?
you see kind of necessary supplies to make a journey. Food rations, bedroll, pretty much what you all would have supplied in your bags in terms of things that would be a identity, things that would be identifiable by him. It seems that it's more so what he carried with him, the spear, that kind of stuff. His memories.
Do we see any scars on his body and what may have caused them?
His ears still. Those are definitely scarred up.
And the mark of the exiled on his hand.
And the brand on his left hand.
There's clues, damn it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should wake him up.
I proposed this before we do that. I have the ability to enter one's dreams.
Oh.
If you all suspect that he's the man from... What's the name of the place? State. Then allow me to recreate that in his mind and see if he has any recollection of it.
That'd be great.
Okay, so... Essentially, by doing this spell, I put myself in a trance, and I need to have an essence of the person. So, a strand of hair, clippings from...
Their entire
names.
body.
Well,
Just pull a hair.
just pull a hair. That'll suffice.
I am curious about something.
Mhm.
Do I sense any lingering evil or wicked past surrounding the items that they're pulling out, or the items that he has on him?
Lingering evil?
Or
No.
paths.
Can you feel it through the
Sinister
orb?
purpose, wicked past surrounding him.
On items or surrounding Lashenil?
Yeah.
No,
No,
nothing like that
okay.
on him.
Good question.
This is a good question, definitely.
Yeah.
Well-
that's the only reason.
Actually, the brand on his left hand, you do
Can I
get a
use
knock on that.
Grimm's psychometry on that?
Which does?
I would have to talk to them to ask permission, but it's 10 minutes meditating on it to reveal obscure information about dark events that may have previously surrounded the object or hints toward a sinister purpose.
Okay.
By the way, this is
you
the
can do
awesome character introduction.
You
of a
can
character.
do that. So Vin, this outsider, walk up and
Yeah, I will walk forward. I guess I'll go right around here. I would introduce myself.
Hi, I'm gonna do a thing.
Seeing as if we're talking about names and the fact that you don't know your previous
Hey.
ally's last name, I am Vin Calder, and I am a hunter of the Healing Church.
I thought your name was Jefferson Ward.
If you would be willing, I would like to possibly see if I can feel anything from this mark. Perhaps he wasn't of right of mind while attacking you.
Has anyone asked him to draw the mark for us?
Who?
Lashenil.
No, like you. Like the DM. Sorry, out of character.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The mark. I can do that real quick. It's pretty simple.
It looks like that, I think.
Careful, Zach.
Is it cinders?
Yeah.
Yeah, circle that through it.
Circle X.
Oh, okay.
It's simplistic, but it gets the job done.
Great.
And I do have to roll for this.
So we'll say, what's your casting time? Is that also a little while? Takes a little while.
It takes 1 minute to cast, and it can last for up to 8 hours.
Okay.
Which is why I'm going to ask Loopy how long this sleeping gas persists, and how long have we been talking now?
I think it only lasts for 30 minutes.
And
It's never actually worked before.
Experimental.
I'm gonna spray him again.
I can spray him up to 5 more times.
Out of character overdose?
Coma?
He's
I mean, there's a
fine.
specific field for
Yeah.
anesthesiology.
I'll say like 5-10 minutes has passed. So
Okay, good. So are we doing the
We're probably
mark
going to do
first?
both.
or
So-
the dream?
Should he show signs of waking, I will spray him again.
Yeah.
I will say, well, you two are kind of preparing your spell.
He
I
is
know
bound,
it only
correct?
takes a minute, but Lochte will still bring up.
Yes.
I still think perhaps getting to know each other a little bit better and how everyone's experience through this journey has been, it's not a bad idea.
We're all honest with each other. He wasn't. That's for one. And second of all, we'll find out his
But
past now.
how do we know if they're all honest? There's no surefire way to tell if someone's telling the truth.
We didn't try and kill each other.
Then you
So-
must rely
For now, Lashenil didn't try to kill me in the beginning. He waited until he had me alone and then tried to kill me.
Well, were there many times before this that you were alone and he did not try to kill you?
No, typically I'm surrounded by you guys.
Your adoring fans.
No,
Um,
no, that's not what I meant. No, that's not what I meant.
well,
Like, for example,
Adoring fan.
I'm just
your
never.
eye. It matched Violet's eye. No one's talking about that.
that has been a thing.
We've talked.
We've talked about it.
And need I...
Lochte wasn't there.
We as a group have talked about it though.
Mm-hmm.
In our time in Elysium, I was bitten by Magdalena.
Mhm.
And I have been undergoing changes recently regarding my eye and a sensitivity to being out in the sun. When we encountered Violet, she mentioned that she wanted my eye because the person who has both eyes becomes the Night Mother.
Must
Wait.
I also bring up my experiences with Shikava?
When you say the words Night Mother,
Oh.
your left eye starts to change a little bit as well. Sclera.
Will any of us see this?
Oh yeah, it's not
like
hidden.
on my face.
Oh, what? Huh?
The colorization it comes in slowly, but it
Will blow
does
up.
change to match.
Are you okay?
feared that you were turning into
Seeing as I wasn't given permission to do this, I will take note of that.
Yeah.
Seeing as that's why I'm here.
And Theodore Shikava, I only saw bits and pieces. In the castle, I guess. I don't know.
Who is Shikava?
A dragon.
A very, very manipulative dragon, yet one that seemed to be perfectly fine by the group standards, even though she was completely evil and close to possessing my body and destroying my free will.
And you had
She
mentioned
rarely
earlier-
came out,
So casual.
and you barely told her about her. We did not know that she was evil,
Yet no one pressed me for answers.
We should have.
but we didn't know.
We assumed everything was okay.
Did you?
If one has a problem, I typically expect them to address it.
It's fine.
And yet you saw the aura, you saw the difference, my lust for violence, as my brother put it at one point.
I would say we are all at fault for hesitation and for secrecy.
So if you want to run by your thoughts of who can betray us later, princess, perhaps this party itself should be judged too.
Some of us more than others.
It seems you all have much to talk about. While you were talking about that, would you like me to continue what I was going to
Yeah, please.
You are the leader, I'm assuming?
She will look at you with suspicion and be like, whatever. Okay.
Very well.
So you'll begin that process.
Okay, I do have to roll a thing, and I have to
Because
meet
there's
a
like
thing that
more
you tell me to
pressing
meet.
matters.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom ability check.
Okay. We'll do that here in a little bit. We'll get for instance, Uranus. I was not aware you were the last of your family.
The land I come from was overtaken from intruders, much like the princess's family has done here. So I've watched in the wings closely, trying to understand how they came to power and overtook the kingdom. And it has weighed on me, but I have grown to trust the princess and that she does mean good, and she is not on the same warpath as her father.
I'll second that.
I disagreed with the princess when we were first playing. When we were first in the castle. When we were in Castle Elysium, you remember how many fights we had, but
I do.
I have to recognize her as a good leader. Because she is a good leader.
I wouldn't say that I'm the best leader or good by any means. I try my best, but that doesn't necessarily mean I always make the best decision. But I am always willing to take responsibility for not just my decisions, but your all's decisions, and that's why your guys' decisions, when they are poor, they heavily affect me.
And, in turn, as one who wishes to rule this land, you must also be willing to accept the responsibility and decisions of your forebears, the ones who came before you. As Lashenil put it to me, it sounds like a lot of hatred stems from what your father decided, not you. I would be hesitant to put the blame on you, but sadly, as family names run, past and previous crimes are a bit hard to forget for a people.
Takes a lot to abandon a name.
So Lashenel's
So-
quarrel is with your father.
His quarrel is with my entire bloodline.
Because of one man's decisions.
Yes.
Your father's decisions specifically.
Yes, and his decisions were not mine, and I don't like how people associate with me. If your parent was a criminal, you are not automatically branded as a criminal as their child.
If
somebody whose father was a criminal, I can attest to that.
if I'm not
And
mistaken,
yet we must always carry the past with us. As a ruler, you must have to bear that weight, unfortunately.
There's
As
so
unfortunate
Theo.
as it is.
Hold on. Your point about your father being a criminal, Loopy, you had to deal with the other gnomes in the forge for God knows how long. I'm not trusting you. Luckily, Lucian picked you up. I've heard all about it over our drinks.
It was actually his father. Lucas and I were very close.
Fortunate that.
But you are not branded a criminal. You do not bear the mark of the exile. People do not try to kill you over your father's mistakes.
just because your parents are branded doesn't mean that you're born branded, and I would follow that.
Yes, it's hard to break a stigma of where you come from, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I hope to change your guys' view at one point, but it's extremely disheartening when people constantly question me and have no faith in my decisions and my thought processes and how I want to go against my father, because that's not getting us anywhere.
What has happened since you all left my ship?
Shit.
An affair.
It seems so. I'd like to hear about it. I think it'll do us all some good.
Lashenil, as it stands, does not belong in this party. He has made mistakes. I don't care if he lives or dies. That's up to you guys. But he does not belong to travel with us anymore.
Does not.
I have lost all faith in him and all trust. Trust is something that I put a lot of weight in. I trust all of you guys with my life. I trusted Lashenil with my life, and clearly I was wrong to do that. So I won't be doing it again.
Maybe I'll try a different way. Katria, what has happened to you since you left my ship? What has been your story?
I have been waiting patiently to share while we are on the topic of trust. But before I speak, I would like to say I agree with the princess on
Forgot about that, Shane.
the fate of Lashenil. He should not be allowed to remain. He is a threat to our lives. I have pity for him. He feels that he is not the villain of his own story. He feels like he is the hero of his story, and that you and your family are
I often hope to think that.
the villains. So
Scratch out paragraph 2.
I have pity for him. I would ideally seek to a bridge of understanding with him, but I don't
Here, if
know
you'd
if
like
that is
to read
possible.
it.
He
This is yours.
tried to kill you. He probably would have killed all of us in time, and that cannot be allowed. Now, on to what I was about to say. Oh dear. I have kept a close secret, personal secret of my own, ever since the finale of the Colosseum. The Azamar I fought with, Janari, she spoke to me through thoughts, telepathy, and she led me to an individual, let's put it that way, who she thought I would benefit from, that I could help, and I have, yeah. Are you all familiar with, the Raven Queen?
There's an audible creak as Bastion kind of like leans forward to check that he heard you right. the what now?
It's a bird, raven, queen, crown on her head. The Raven Queen, she is a goddess.
Bless you.
Spooky in nature.
A goddess of, well, I suppose, death. Although not in the sense that you might think. She abhors undeath and resurrection. I'm sorry, this is a lot to take in. Let me explain. Souls of the dead have not been traveling to where they must go. The Raven Queen. They have been stolen and taken elsewhere. And I think that I know where. Her purpose was in alignment with mine. I am here to help. I have a purpose in this world, and I believe this is it, to set things right, to ensure that the departed arrive where they belong.
This is when Ashton speaks up.
Something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm under the assumption that my person's the only higher level of entity, or am I aware that there are different gods?
Yeah, you would be aware of it, but yours would be, this one is manifested in front of me. This is the one true, like, one willing to come to us and just share knowledge. So
Okay.
this is the one that speaks to us. But you are aware of worship of other gods.
I'm gonna say Layla doesn't know anything about early gods.
Yeah.
It's not a prominent thing in Loten.
She came to me, the Raven Queen, and so I am her servant.
Bastion speaks up. I had feared that Vale and Eclair did not make it beyond, I guess, to the Raven Queen, alongside with Sarenrae. But it seems whatever is stealing souls may have taken theirs as well.
Yeah. And I believe I know who is taking them. Aaron Dawn. Dun, dun, dun. Aaron Dawn is stealing essences, souls. For what purpose? I cannot guess. Neither can the Raven Queen.
As it was explained to me in the tower, the reason why the towers are here is there's an imbalance in magic.
Mm-hmm.
And individual souls contain magic that they use, and when they die, all that magic is returned to the earth. So, drawing a few conclusions, I could be wrong. It could be said that he's likely stockpiling these souls as a source of magic.
Source of power.
I believe it's the offspring.
Yes. Now, I don't know much about magic, but from what I understand from what you guys have told me and what the gentleman in the tower told me is that might possibly be what is going on. And that's the whole reason the towers are rising.
That's Bastion will stand pretty firmly, and if that's the case, then there's no way I will allow us to kill Lashenil
Yes, I
under
agree.
any circumstance.
His soul would serve our enemy.
Once again, I would like to offer the ritual as well as what.
He's been doing the ritual.
Vin
Oh,
is
he has
currently
been doing
working
He's
on-
been doing his
Yeah.
own. He's
Yeah.
not doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's currently working on attempting to look at the mark and try to...
Detect any evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the dreamy thingy.
Which, we'll do that roll now. So
Okay.
do a wisdom check.
Oh, please, not 20.
And I forget. In this, if we have this, are we rolling just once or are we rolling twice for proficiency?
Since it's a check instead of a saving throw, it'll just be the once. So you roll
Okay.
and add your wisdom modifier to it.
Oh, I'm only adding my wisdom onto
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You're not defending against anything, you're just kind of checking things.
Well, if you have proficiency in it, don't you add your...
But checks are different. than saving
Oh, okay.
throws.
Ability check. Yes. That is a 24.
Nice.
Okay. So, through this mark, you get a flash of images that are alarming in nature. You see through Lashenil's body, traveling through rough mountains and as deep as you think this mountain range might go. And looks to be a structure kind of carved into the side of the mountain that he enters in through. Through this structure and inside seem to be many outcasts, people in hiding, but lots of them using magic with inside. He is led by one person, and he demanding power, asking for power. He needs to get stronger, and the person looking at him, black hair and kind of red robes. She smiles and she agrees to give him power. And you kind of speed through what must have been years of torment to get this energy sealed within his hand. And then he was released from this place. But it seems to be something was drawn from some sort of material kind of power and placed into his hand.
So it was a man in black with black hair, or a
Woman.
woman? Oh, okay. I was confused.
Yeah, woman, black hair, kind of short, shoulder length.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I get the feeling that am I getting more, he has had nothing, like nothing's been driving him more than to get revenge on the family? Or that the mark has been kind of affecting him in some way?
His initial motivation of anger and rage definitely drove him to get there and seek help, but it does seem that was used
amplified
or fueled for the creation of this mark, and it's almost like a power source for it, that he needs to keep this hatred within him in order to keep what he's capable of doing.
Is there a way that I can relieve this hatred?
Cut off his hand.
Short of doing what I want to
Cut
do,
off his hand.
Removing
No.
the mark seems to be...
to cut his hand off.
Yep.
Or just fillet that piece of skin off. I mean, just...
I will. Yeah.
Say it just like
matter-of-factly. Probably look up and go, it seems the most immediate way to relieve him of his hatreds towards you and your family.
wasn't an in-character suggestion.
Okay.
Now I'm going off what he told me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Would to be either remove the mark in some way, or
I can burn it.
if we are to be more, if we have more time, then I do
Get to keep it.
have a proposition, though there's a chance he will not survive it.
What's this proposition?
My people go through a process to become what we are and what we do. If you do not trust him to travel with you, then, and you do not wish to kill him, then perhaps sending him to my homeland of Yarnum to undergo the process would.
What does this process do? So to become you, what requires him to become like you, and what if he becomes like you and still carries hatred in his heart?
That's the thing. To become one of us, he has to give up on that. Any of his past hatreds, any of his material needs, he will be wholly dedicated to the cause of the Healing Church.
Would he be?
You're not from Loten.
I am not.
If he should not give up his past, what will happen?
So
to him?
it is magic that puts him in there.
He will undergo a process in which he will, and I'm going off of what my class tells me.
Yeah.
He will consume a tonic of sorts, which will put him into a endless dream. Either you wake from it, and in that case, you become one of the hunters of the Healing Church, or you don't.
Is it eternal slumber or is it death?
The not waking up.
Yeah.
One would assume that it would. It would be death. But that'd be because he was not strong enough.
So
I believe he would live, but
You
His mind
just said
wouldn't.
he won't survive this.
His mind.
So he would live, but his mind wouldn't. Is that what you just said?
yes, he'd be stuck in.
but isn't
endless-
that just essentially killing him?
No.
It gives him a chance of redemption.
I like this.
Or we
This
can
is a
remove the
possible
mark,
option.
which is the most immediate way that I see that we could
I
fix this.
think we need to talk to him.
But he will be influenced by the mark.
Yeah.
Remove the mark and then we speak.
Yes. That would be the best idea, because if the mark is driving him to hatred.
I have one more question, and that
Yes?
would be, if you're not from Loten, and we have fairly close borders, from what
How
I
did you
know,
get here?
and not just that, why are you here?
Yeah.
I was sent by the Healing Church to keep an eye on current ongoings dealing with 2 individuals, one of which is no longer an issue.
And
The other standing. Where is she standing?
right,
I'd point at her.
Me?
right over here.
Yep. Would be this short individual.
Okay.
And what are you to do with her?
And
Watch her.
and then
That's creepy.
Report back what I find.
And then?
And then?
well, like, and then I was like, you just kept saying you're gonna watch her. Like,
And then?
what? And yeah, after that.
I have no further orders.
No more and then.
Why?
I don't think. Am I supposed to kill her if she turns evil?
I mean, if she turns on people.
I mean, yeah, if she
she's
turns on
good.
people, I'm gonna have to put her out of misery.
Well,
If I turn on anyone, the
If she
only
turns
person
on us,
I want
we-
to kill me is
I
me.
said we have kill orders, so.
That's fair enough.
Loopy,
As
how do
long
you
as you
feel
are
about all this?
dispatched if you turn evil, does not have to be by my hands.
Like I just told our creepy individual over there. If I turn on you all, because of this vampirism and this curse that I am under, I want you all to kill me, but I would like Princess Layla to deliver the final blow.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Okay, so
Can you do it?
as Loopy is
I'd have
discussing things, there's just kind of this surge of energy within you. It's unexpected. It's kind of scary. But from what you've experienced, you could say this is probably magic. But you're not sure if you're doing anything to do it, but it seems to just rush straight down your arms to your fingertips. And could you roll a percentile and a d10 for me?
Please say the rapier shit though.
Where were you bit?
A 10 on the percentile and a 10 on the d10.
Where were you bit?
On the leg.
Let's cut it off.
It's too late.
No, burn it off.
Gabrielle, what is kind of knit you?
He wants to cut off Lashenil's hand, wants to cut off him.
So through your fingertips, you shoot a 5th level magic missile. You don't have a specific target, but you just these sparks of arcane power just shoot in every different direction.
I swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
What's her crazy hair doing?
You got your head on it currently, so
Just like a cat, and Theo's just like.
Loopy, you must control it.
Oh my! What's our villa?
And how do I do that? Cry?
Just
Our
breathe.
villa is going to be like, okay, this situation is escalating real quickly.
There's just like this. She's just spouting off magic now, or just like a firework, like a firecracker.
She kind of like reverberated. May have looked like she was gonna vomit, and just this energy of just.
Was it like a one-time thing, or is it like continuously happening?
Currently seems stable, but
I am gonna rush up and like just pick her up and hug her.
Let's pick up the. That sounds like a bad idea.
Huh?
The
No,
blade.
pick up the little one.
Alright. Arbella's gonna freak out and she's not gonna know what to do.
Spell sundering.
And suddenly she would stumble upon, like, go into her pockets to see if she can find any, like, a dot or something.
Hey, you know what would be real interesting if it's someone who had paper that communicated to the thing and the thing.
That's what he's doing.
Okay, I thought
what he's
he was
doing.
looking for something random. I'm just like,
Yeah.
we're all on the same.
Is
That's
this
our
the
thing.
thing you were telling me about earlier?
I take out the
You
piece
know
of
who?
paper. I take out the piece of paper.
Okay, so you look at this blank, what you assume to be blank piece of paper that Vincent's handed you.
I'm gonna yell at it. Help!
Doesn't really do anything. You unfold it, and where there was no script before, where it was just blank, there's now script. And it says, if you require assistance, shout, light the fires of freedom.
Light the fires of freedom!
Vincent obviously wrote it. It is very flashy.
Layla's go. God damn it. Fucking jackass. God damn it.
And
It's
kind
like
of
Beetlejuice, say it 3 times,
Yeah.
he's summoned.
along this side is now Vincent and a very small robed individual with red and blue robes. And kind
Yeah.
of red-blue design to it, and it
Can we
looks like
see
it's
their
patched
face?
together.
Can we see her face? Or their face?
Oh, and we still have Echo watching us, guys.
You know?
She's seen too much.
She's seen too much.
Yeah,
oh,
she's
hi.
just like,
Hi, Echo. This is what I got myself into since the monastery.
The princesses with all those magic people, also them.
Will
So-
any of us notice
So I
her?
know the
Echo? Yeah.
I know the
She's
short
not hiding, she just chilling
I
out.
know the short individual is Elna, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wiggle out of your grasp
That's
and bolt
fine.
towards the short.
And I'm gonna turn to Echo and be like, well, I can't say take a picture, it lasts longer, because pictures don't last. The pictures
Draw a
are.
portrait. The last song.
I'm just like, can I help you?
I'm not really mad. More so surprised.
Can I help you?
It's like, yeah. I mean,
What are you here for?
I was just going to print I'm too, because I had a message for Rory from D, but this is really interesting.
Arbella's gonna look at her. What message?
I don't know, I'm not allowed to read it.
Okay.
Can
Why
I
don't
read
you guys go back to talking about killing that dude?
You're not killing him.
We'll come back to it later.
Is there a,
Serve our enemy.
can you please go? Like, what?
Actually, you know what's funny? Arbo's not feeling angry towards her either.
Actually, I was gonna ask big old metalhead over there for a rematch sometime, but looks like you all are kind of busy right now.
How did you know we were over here?
Route from Hallow to Brynheim. This is the way to go.
Who told you we were going to Brynheim?
Persuader tell you.
I do believe she said she had a message.
She had a message, but she said she knew where we were. Yeah?
I
Say
don't
that.
think so. No.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't think.
I said I wanted a rematch.
Okay. It made it sound like she was trying to find Bastion.
I mean, eventually.
As long as it doesn't concern me, I'm not too worried about it, I'll say, Echo.
And, you will keep quiet about the things you saw here.
There's a lot of things I'm seeing tonight.
Yeah?
Answer.
I don't know if Echo will keep quiet.
Echo, the name. She's gonna echo what's happening here.
Yes!
Is this a character?
No.
You wanna chop off Lashenil's hand,
Cut off Loopy's leg.
cut off Loopy's leg, and now you just sounds like you wanna
trying to
decapitate
save
Echo so she
everyone.
can't talk.
No,
Why
my
don't you just cut
god,
off the
Lashley's
top?
gonna wake up
I
and
guess if
kill us
Loopy's
all.
leg got cut off, she could just make her.
Alright, let's get back to the.
Sorry.
Let's proceed.
Yeah, get back into it.
So, I ask, what's your guy's name again, Lee?
Vin.
Vin? Did you by chance see State or anything similar
I don't
to...
think he knows what state is.
You would have seen that, like
Okay.
him walk into town and the explosion,
Okay.
wiping out the town.
So,
Was he...
What is state?
State is a town that was located in Loten, but was
You'll have to give me
destroyed.
more than that.
It was a town that was destroyed. It was in Loten. It was destroyed by a hooded individual with a mark of the exiled on his left hand.
Yep.
Left hand, with a great burst of light that.
That is reflecting what I saw, yes.
Was he the individual wearing the hood?
Yes.
Okay, the most productive thing right now would be
Was
they
he...
cut off his head.
So...
burn that mark, cut off the hand, whatever, because that influence needs to be eradicated. And then we need to
Hold on.
question him.
Did we not promise the ghosts in the town that we would avenge them?
Oh.
Whoa, I think cutting off
Hold on.
their hand.
That can come in
Is
different
avenging.
Was
forms.
he
Yeah.
fully in control, or was it
But the
as
souls
if
will
he
not be
was
able
in
to
control of
rest
someone else?
until
Did
they're
he witness it per se, or did his mind blank in between
But
the destruction?
if their souls go to
think
rest,
that
will
would-
they go to the Raven Queen or would they go to Aaron Dawn? I'm sorry, Nick.
Okay.
Apologies.
I think that would reflect upon what you told me earlier. He's fueled.
Yeah, he's mad. He is upset. There's this unnatural hatred within him that is fueling that. So, in order to
Perhaps
keep
those
the
people tried
power.
to stop him for something.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
do we not have a loyalty to these spirits that we agreed to set free? If this is the man responsible, I feel we have no choice but to kill him.
I will say this: that revenge comes, or comeuppance come in different ways. And I do say, as Lashenil, as Cadriel said, there is a more pressing issue, which is the matter of the mark of the exiled on his hand. That is his source of power, or at least is amplifying it.
We do owe
But just because we
spirits.
We can take care of the justice owed to him
Yes, please.
after we talk to him, because we need to get more information out of him.
Yes.
So would you like
That's
me to
fine.
remove the mark?
Yeah.
would any of us know if maybe hard.
Arbella's just gonna grab the skin and
Before
just.
the,
Hold on, no. Hold on.
Yeah.
Seeing as
Is
it's
it
in
Nick?
my
What are you
hand, I
saying?
don't think you can.
May I burn it?
Would there be any way for anybody, like, would anybody have knowledge of, like, if we remove that mark, would those spirits be set free? Or is, like, death the only way that their spirits are going to be set
I
free?
think Nick has something to say.
Because
no one really has.
You know? Yeah, no.
I wouldn't know for sure, but
We didn't even know if killing him would set those spirits free, because, like,
they
that's
said they needed to be avenged. I mean,
avenged, but avenged can come in many different forms.
Here's another thing,
but-
that those spirits might be teleported to Arendelle versus, what are they called? The Raven Queen.
Oh,
after
for
the-
them to be
yeah.
ascended, yeah.
Nick has some-
As we were talking about this, and we were like, yeah, so we should take off.
Theodore wanted to say
I
something.
foresee Lashenil being able to return to state and being able to ask for
Forgiveness.
And if they choose to give it to him, all the better. If not,
Yeah.
so be it. But for now, I'm just gonna. Can I see that? That hand?
Okay,
Oh,
magic
oh,
magic
oh.
sounds very explosive. Like,
Oh, right.
Sounds very explosive.
Then
There is one thing I want to figure out first before we do anything too rash.
what's that?
Because I myself have had experiences with possession and mind-altering themes, I want to make absolutely certain that Lashenil is in full control and that this mark does not have any sort of controlling abilities.
As it
on
was explained, it amplifies. It does not control. It just amplifies his hatred.
But you want to do something.
But someone looking for power, given great power, purposely putting themselves through this much hatred to keep it going, eventually there is a little bit of manipulation with it.
Yeah, so why don't we just take that manipulation off?
Yeah.
That's-
Ask him questions.
Yep.
Or I can easily shape his mind and grab information that way too. He can refuse to answer our questions.
Well, either way, when he wakes up, I still don't want him to have that on his hand.
And if you take that hand off of him, he may lose that information. Allow me to enter a dream state with him where I can
You
shape
can always
his
just
mind.
put him back to sleep.
Well, he's saying that there might be a contingency that if this is removed, memory will be removed as
I
well.
suppose.
Do it.
Yeah.
I do suggest that whatever. Oh no, she ran away. Never mind.
I did run away.
I was gonna say.
I'm
you should
currently
probably
sobbing and hugging my sister
Bam!
right now,
Emerald
guys.
his ass again because I'm pretty sure it's been around a half an hour.
Hey, Lula,
Oh, yeah,
you should
oh.
come back and spray our friend.
Alna's hugging you close.
No, I'm gonna.
No, I'm hugged.
Is
I'm
he
just gonna
battling at
approach.
all?
I'm just gonna
Lula,
quickly run up to
you-
her.
Hold on.
Bastion took scrap metal out of his chest and like,
You
got
were,
like handcuffs that like
you
straps
were,
out
you
of
were,
it.
you were on sleep duty?
We'll just hand my crossbow to you.
I don't know how to use this. Oh wait, actually I do.
There's a can.
Technically,
of,
she's proficient in all weapons.
Elna and Vincent are looking around, quizzical.
Why were they summoned?
Are you gonna tell us about all the stuff that you saw from Lashenil, or?
Well, I'm
here.
assuming that.
I was,
Yeah,
I was assuming
I
he's-
had. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Considering we've been asking all the
What
questions
is
in
the
relation
problem?
to that.
I was gonna go and grab the thing. The problem. The problem was Lupilla going crazy, like this whole situation.
I felt
people we
this
don't know showing up.
this surge of energy, and then magic began just shooting everywhere.
I just had a really mean idea. Like,
Also,
Layla's just like
Elna-
messing with it. Just
Elna-
There's a can on the end of the crossbow.
Elna
that
grabs-
squirt.
Sorry.
Elna grabs you by the face and starts looking at your eyes. And they've changed again. You're experiencing magic you can't control?
Yes. I have been bitten by a vampire night
What?
mother.
Is that a hunter?
No,
Oh.
it's my
No.
sister. She's
Oh.
like
Oh
a
yeah, little
I
gnome
didn't know
wizard.
who. I didn't know you had. a
little
sister.
gnome. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I got a sister and a brother.
Mhm.
May have been during one of these
I've been
times I was in-
bitten by a vampire night mother.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
since
Don't say her name.
Just like starts exploding again.
and since then, I have been undergoing these changes, and I've recently learned that having both
Like
eyes
Mother Palpatine.
makes you the night mother.
So you have thrall.
Only if I bite them, I think.
So I suppose.
But I have been using magic lately, and then I'll show them the thunder cannon. Like, the ammo in this is not mechanical; it is It is arcane energy, I believe.
Vincent kind of chuckles. Mission didn't pick up on that one, huh?
No, I didn't.
He doesn't. He also doesn't pick up that Bastion is.
He's not a very observant individual.
He also doesn't pick up on the fact that he can't recreate Bastion's consciousness. But we also have another problem of the magic variety with the shiny spear here.
Yeah, shiny spear went crazy.
Seems like that's starting to become common with you all.
He attacked me and tried to kill me.
Okay. Not so much.
In the name of revenge on the Loten family. As was explained by this creepy stranger over here.
Which you can't see the face of. If you did, you'd probably be running away in terror.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can't see his face.
Why?
Because his hood's over it.
This creepy stranger.
Yeah.
Lashenil was the one who destroyed State. Also, as it was explained to us, there is a group of magic users in this area.
In this area?
Yes. That have unkind wishes for the Loten family. That was explained right. Like they were all.
They were in some mountain. We don't know.
Were they all? No, were they all malicious in intent, or was he just malicious in intent?
I can find that out.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm still gonna. I'm just.
Yeah. No, thank you for telling me.
I mean that sounded like important information.
Certainly not my group of magic users. I'll show you. We do not wish ill on the Loten family. Just change.
And I tried bargaining with him and explaining the change and the work I plan on doing with you guys in the future, and the work I've done with my comrades here, but he seemed unchanged. And the source of his power is actually main source of it is coming from his Mark of the Exiled.
That's peculiar.
I've come.
Oh no. You got your magic from studying, didn't you? You choose the yeah. I have my spell book.
So she's a wizard.
That's peculiar. You don't need a book, apparently.
Okay.
It would be nice.
You can start your dream thing on Lashenil while we are RPing.
I'm gonna ask.
my pinky toe.
I keep forgetting your name, Lee.
Vin. Okay, so think
Vin.
Vin Diesel and his character in The Last Witch Hunter.
Oh,
Calder.
is that where?
Vin Calder.
You know that's his
Vin,
actual character.
I don't know. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
His name's Vin Calder?
Well,
His-
no, but
Oh.
the witch hunter, like that's his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he plays.
Yeah, so it's based on-
Yeah, I actually watched it
What were
in
you
Seattle.
Vin, I need you to tell me more about what this place looked like and the people involved there. Give me as much information as you
Never been
can
to
so I
State?
can recreate. Not State. I
The
can
mountain
recreate
place?
that. The mountain place. And any other details you can. I'm going to recreate those in his mind so I can see how he reacts to it.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, as you got a good bit of information, but you weren't given like extensive full detail. You didn't walk
I got a
step by
name?
step. No,
Damn
you
it.
did not get a
I
name.
wanted to drop that. Like a bomb.
But stone steps leading into kind of a stone structure carved within a mountain seems to be hidden from the public eye as far as much, and a certain individual. All the other people in this place seem to be kind of silhouettes for the most part. What you were able to draw or recall from it, but
As per his memory, of course.
yes.
I hate having bad knowledge.
Okay.
Alright.
So
So if that's all the
Dream state,
information I take,
Actually,
yeah.
I just take one strand of hair from him and I position myself like where my head's like close to his
The
and
night
everything.
mother?
Okay.
And hand in hand, I just enter the dream state. And going into it, I'm going to make sure that I'm invisible. Or at least I can will myself to be. But I'm going to shape his dreams.
And you are saying this is ineffective on elves?
Unfortunately. Creatures that don't sleep. But seeing as how he's being forced to sleep.
You had said he was an half elf last time, didn't you?
And
Can I
even
give you
with
guys
half
that knowledge?
I thought you
I
said
don't-
that. I was pretty sure because you said sleep powder.
Yeah. Well, yeah, mechanical.
and that's against magical sleep that they have immunity to.
This is, I ground up a bunch of plants.
Yeah.
Natural. Forced, but still natural.
Yeah, pretty much.
420 blazes.
So,
Let's sell this shit.
I'll make it... We'll do a spell attack roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where's my dice?
Can I help focus that?
I wouldn't say this is really magic you're familiar with. Yes, it intervenes with dreams, but the way you do it is through the use of blood.
While we're doing that, Layla's gonna pack up the Lashenil armor into a bag.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's currently in his long johns. And
Ah.
and thankfully next to the fire, because it is...
Cold.
Freezing.
Yeah, Arctic
I forgot we stripped
temperatures
him.
right now.
While he's doing that, I want to turn to Elna and ask how our father came to use magic. If it was innate or if he studied it.
I'm not really sure, but I think it was neat. I don't think he was immediately aware of it, as far as I remember. But it's been a while.
Other character. Are you saying our father was a motherfucking sorcerer? Get it?
So, 24.
So, you successfully will your way into the dream. What are you attempting to do? You are attempting to see what you were just told, or what's going on?
First thing I'm going to do is we'll bring up the memories he told me about his family and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, you see him.
And about the events that led to his rupture, so to put it.
Okay. So, very quickly, the dream begins with him as a small, half-elven child. His father being a full elf and his mother being a female. None of them recognizable as popular figures, both kind of matching what he looks like with kind of this light blue teal hair color and the sunset eyes. Actually, everyone in this village has this hair color, eye color combo.
Is that what state was?
No.
No. Okay.
And quickly you see him progress through childhood. Seems pretty normal for the most part. He reading stories, helping out with farming, various trips to the market, that kind of stuff. What is? And then it gets to the point where he is matured. He looks kind of like he looks now. Of age, matured, and you see him watch his father, who you now kind of acknowledge is head shaman of this people. You see him watch his father executed, and you see him watch his mother branded as an exile. And then you start noting on that hatred welling up inside. It is soldiers of the law who perform this execution.
Would it actually be Layla's like her grandfather, not her father, that did this then?
No, it is Vindrick.
It is? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because I thought Vendrick's father was the one who...
Nah, Vindrick is the one that came over.
Oh, okay.
Loten's only been around for like 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Loopy was like 5.
And
Maybe 45.
you see him first begin taking the pitchfork from his from his farming days and setting out and just stopping off in anger, attempting to hone and train himself on his own. With this, he eventually procures it into a spear. Through his travels, he eventually fashions this pitchfork with metal on the handle, and it starts to look like what you know as the Shining Spear. And kind of continue with his journey. This hatred still very prevalent in his life, and then you do watch him sever his ears so he's not recognizable as an elf. Several years are going to go by, all kind of flashes of him traveling around, just trying to figure out what to do with himself. And then he hears word of hidden magic school. And you see him seek this out, traveling through these monstrous mountains, actually getting close to death many a times as he's traveling there, almost falling off cliffs, being attacked by various monsters. But he does make it to this school. You watch him meet with this individual that was described, feminine, very sharp feminine features, long brimmed hat, covering the eyes at least. But there is this curl of a smile when he mentions he's seeking power. And he, just like you described, he goes through kind of years of this magic being...
Force? It was very torturous.
Yeah, it's like...
No mention of the woman's name at all.
You do. At some point, her name is brought up, and her name is Carla.
God damn it! Oh! It's from another campaign.
Oh!
I like...
What was the name?
Carla.
Oh! You should tell Joel this.
But the process that he went about to get
Carla's
this
a
symbol,
character from another campaign.
it's very much like the process,
That would have been a twist.
like almost like a magical thread and needle that is just sewing this mark into his hand. And it is a long process, as it takes weeks, months.
So he didn't get branded. They branded him with it.
Yeah, and then it was sealed with magic to look like a brand.
Okay.
Is there any possible way to get rid of it? Was that brought up at all?
Cut those threads.
Cut it off.
Anyway, the information that was discussed between him and any other of these magic users?
It was kind of along the lines of, are you absolutely sure you want this? Because there's not really much going back, unless you want to lose an arm, or a hand at least.
Layla pulls out a mini guillotine out of her bag. All right,
Any
line
other
it up.
questions you have?
I'm gonna bring up the incident at State and see what he remembers from that.
So, he is wandering around now in the plains of For Real as he comes to the...
How long between then and State? If there's anything in between there too.
Mainly travel, going from point A to point B. He is searching now. Searching
For State or for Loten?
For vengeance, one way or another. But you see, even by the way he holds himself, he seems pent over, like holding a lot of immense emotion within him. He doesn't
Does he have
really
that same snarl on his face?
massage.
That
Yeah.
same insanity?
in a way, it is like he is attempting to contain a lot, and it is attempting to burst at the seams. He gets to states where he starts wandering through town. And at first he's not really noticed. Then a couple of villagers approach him. They notice the mark on his hand and start throwing things at him, telling him, "Get out of here, you're not welcome here," things of that nature. "You're in exile, you have no home, get out of our town."
And what's running through his mind during that time?
Delete.
Kinda. Like, it's hard to get actual words out of this.
Just hatred.
The emotion is the telltale, and that's when he turns around and his hand shining brightly with this radiant light, and there's just this flash of white, and when it's gone, only he stands. No buildings, no villagers.
Whoa. That's powerful.
Yep, he can just obliterate us all.
Okay.
I'm
But-
still in dream mode. No one knows anything.
And there is a release, though, it seems. He pulls himself up again and continues on.
No
So
guilt.
if he uses this power, his hatred seems to dissipate.
It does seem to drain him, yeah.
Drain him of his hatred or magic?
Both.
And I assume the next following memories are when he
Not as Layla.
joins the group, or
He hears about the princess's journeys and how she decided to start with Hollow as her first city. He makes his way there. He hears about this tournament and a floating festival and decides to enter, waiting in line, but waiting specifically for certain people. Some people get behind him in line. They mention the princess's name. He turns to greet them, and he's like, "Hello, my name is Lashenil." And the rest, you kind of know.
Dang.
Alright.
I will then proceed to bring up the one conversation you and I had one-on-one.
Yes, yes. So,
Was he intent on manipulating me into a position where he'd get easier access to the princess to kill her?
ultimately, that does seem to be the intention behind it. But you do see there's some emotional worry. There's some sting behind his words. But it's like he's trying to pick at not you particularly, but something else within you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit confused. Say that.
Chicago?
Yeah. He was attempting to appeal to Chicago with a lot of his words. Not wanting to...
Outwardly say it and give him away.
Also, there was a desire not to corrupt your hands. It became into a mission of something, this is what I have to do. I've had my family taken to me, and it's not even specifically directed towards Layla. It's more so directed towards Vendrick. I need to do this so Vendrick knows the loss that he put onto me.
At that point, I'm going to speak and say, you realize that bloodshed only begets bloodshed.
This is during the conversation that you were having with him?
Or I imagine once that entire scenario is over and done with, I imagine like whatever happens in the dream realm, in this world, I'll say that and kind of make myself known.
I will say, actually, after all that, you will begin to stir.
I will spray him in the face.
Oh, I think we should let him live there.
I'm not saying no. I'll spray him in the face to knock him out.
Yeah, do it.
Anesthesiology.
I
Give
don't
him
give
sleep.
a shit. Yeah, it's like
So, I guess.
Nope.
Let me.
Cameras.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna give you that one, but I don't know if I want you to roll that high. Can I have a pencil?
I don't have a
What
pencil.
is it?
It's a 14 on Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the DC is like 17. Yeah, DC is 17.
Okay, so he will fall asleep again.
4 uses left.
Still in.
Okay. So now it'll kind of be to.
Are you going to explain to us what you saw on his dream?
Well,
He's
I'm
currently
still
still in
in
there.
the
Oh,
dream
okay.
still. You were like, he's awaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless the person either awakes or I end the trance early, which the trance can last up to 8 hours.
So you'll pretty much be in a blank room with him right now.
You realize bloodshed only begets more bloodshed, don't you?
If bloodshed is not done, nothing is done. Okay.
I had something planned a
The
little bit.
speech.
Okay.
As someone who has lost my own parents at a young age, I can relate on your suffering, Lashenil. But isn't the whole reason why you became a fighter to make the world a better place? To make the lives of others better? To be a hero when the land needed one the most?
Became a fighter to
Ambiance.
fight. Yeah. I became a warrior to fight for my ideals, and I can't even do that.
What were those ideals? Tell me truthfully.
Well, I looked up to my father a great deal. Wanted to make sure he was respected. His memory was remembered, rather than just decapitated and burnt body that they left him as.
His memory still lives on in you. I'd like to believe that. Your pain is real. I'm not going to deny that. But you're not the only one who suffered here, too, you know.
His pain's gonna about to get lost.
Do you think that by killing Layla, the land will know peace?
Alright.
Do you think that other families will benefit from this? That there will not be a second hunt of the witches?
I don't think it even has to be Layla. I just think Loten name. Something
Yes,
has to
the
be
Loten
done.
name, which is still in power, which still has control over the law. Antagonize that further, and we all fall. If Layla dies, you have no allies to change the future of Loten. We will all be simply killed off.
I wasn't really looking to change the future or be a hero or be weaved in stories or anything. I just wanted revenge, really. And that's how I got this power. And then it became to where I needed to keep reminding myself that I needed revenge.
If you complete this dark agenda of yours, the land will continue to suffer. Whatever evil is capturing the spirits will consume us all. I'd like to believe the light you carry inside of you was meant for a purpose, and to banish the darkness prevailing this land. You still have a chance to rewrite your story. The story the world needs now, more than ever, is not one of bloodshed and vengeance and treachery. You are the shining spear still, to me.
And I kind of look at his other hand. Maybe. I'm not sure anymore.
I think it's a good thing. That's progress.
You are aware that the group wants your head, yes? You are aware that we are considering that.
I expected as much. I didn't think my actions would be favorable by any means, but to me it had to be done.
What would you say if I told you that we were wanting to cut your hand off and spare you?
I can only guess which one.
Oh, don't be coy with me, please.
You fear great power, so just remove it. Everything will be alright. Is that it?
This power certainly isn't entirely yours.
From what I remember, what it told me, it was once the planet's, actually.
So this is the song of the dream world.
Yeah. This is just very atmospheric.
Keep it up, Nikki.
Okay, Ariel.
Anyways.
Where was I? Oh yes. I want to spare you. And from how things are going, it just might be that I'm the only one who wants to save you. It's either we take your head or we take your hand.
And take my hand and then what? Leave me in the Arctic wastes tundra?
I won't.
That's hard.
At some point, I was holding on to this anger so much, it really just...
You don't have to take the whole hand, just
Yeah.
fillet.
It became who I was. My one driving goal, my one ideal, what I decided to live my life off of.
I want to change your mind on this. Please let us take the hand, or at least the mark off of it.
It's in deep. You'll have to take the whole hand if that's what you all choose to do.
We can get you a new one. I'm sure
Yeah.
Loopy has ideas.
I'm a character. Jamie Lannister.
I have experience in making appendages.
I doubt most will view I've earned that much from you.
And what?
I'm
A
sure
new hand.
Oh.
they'll listen to me at least.
We're already raising the knife.
Waiting for him He wouldn't die if we just chopped his hand off.
I mean, you would have to cauterize the wound.
That's what
Yeah, but you wouldn't die if your consciousness wouldn't get stuck
if-
in there.
if-
It'd probably wake his
I
ass
could just
up.
keep spraying him with sleep powder.
No,
and
but,
leave him knocked
but
out.
if me or him are interrupted from the sleep, we would take 3d6 psychic damage.
From
I mean,
Come out soon, then.
I mean, if it's forcefully interrupted, like pain or anything like that, like if he just wakes up.
Both of you would?
Yes.
from
What's his health at right now? Is he looking in pretty bad shape?
Yeah, he was like almost
Okay, so we
dead.
might want to heal him before we chop his hand off.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Let's get him up first.
Alright, I'll do that.
Or let's get you
Okay.
out, and then we can discuss.
Yeah.
well, Theo, as you have invited yourself in, is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Was there anything real between us? Or was it all just a mask that you wore?
At first, it certainly was a mask, but I'll say at one point I did find myself caring for you all, be it overshadowed by this hatred I must carry.
Chop, 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 chop.
Just know that what happens next is something because I care
Cut it
for
off
you.
with this spear.
Perhaps even more than what you do for me.
I'm lopping it off because I can.
I'm doing this because I love you.
Okay.
There
Sorry,
you go.
it was a
It's
chill.
the vampires.
I'm gonna put his
It's
hand
not
in
like
a
I
jar.
can do much against you all.
Vampirism gives me Tourette's.
No. But you still have a chance to change, and that choice lies with you. I'll see you when you awaken, Lashenil.
Would. Okay.
Yeah,
And I'll
trans.
wake up.
Okay.
Alright, let's cut his hand off, right? Yeah?
Heal him, then
Hold on,
go.
hold on, hold on.
That wasn't
Okay.
in character.
You haven't even asked me
First, I'll say,
what.
first we need to ask you what happened. and
Yeah.
then he
That
can-
wasn't in
Yeah.
character.
So are you going to share with all of us what happened?
Oh my goodness. Well, he's a little teary at the moment, so
The cat cries.
Hey, what do you call the
Can't take it
thing
seriously.
that's like, do clerks have only
Okay,
some
so-
number or something? Whatever.
usually have
Can I say
Oh,
a little
that one dropped.
shit about him and
So,
I'm just kidding. I'm not serious, but
Yeah, Bastion will come up and ask, brother, what happened?
Hesitant after
13.
the state.
What'd you roll for?
Healing him.
okay. So,
she
Are you going to share
was
healing?
not
In case this
angry with
kid
him.
yes, I'm good.
from the shield.
Okay.
man,
Once you
Okay, okay, okay.
He is dead to her.
'cause he's
So,
in
I'm
negative
gonna share that.
death save.
I'm gonna share that growing up, he was happy, and then King Loten happened.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna put it more eloquently,
No,
but
no,
just
I
for
don't.
time's sake, you know. I'm
Are
gonna
you
say
going to share
births
with
me.
them everything I said?
yeah.
father was an elf, mother was
Are you
human.
Are you literally saying everything that happened in the thing?
Just summarizing it.
Short and sweet and to the point, and that he was the one that did cause the destruction of the state. But I will add that also, due to the mark on his hand, the perceptions that were caused, these brands wouldn't have existed. Okay, these brands wouldn't have existed if Loten hadn't
He
appeared.
chose the symbol of the brand. They did not brand him as a child.
Yes, but the associations and
He
the
actually
stigma.
didn't pick it. It was something they put on him.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
The original.
It wasn't Loten that branded him.
Yeah.
He essentially branded himself.
And yet the people were quick to judge him and chastise him, and basically to the point where they were throwing things at him. It was a
Okay.
very violent event.
Okay.
So,
And
So they
and-
deserve to die?
he defended himself.
Okay,
No.
but he murdered them
Look,
and
he
the
murdered the
entire-
whole.
No, princess. They did not deserve to die.
Not all of state. I'm pretty sure that not every single person in state was out of their house throwing rocks at him.
No, but can you imagine how much a person can take of that?
Doesn't mean they should kill someone.
Well, a lot of innocent people died in that.
And yet,
And this is
situation.
after
and yet we
he
must
accepted, right.
treat these people as inhumane second-class citizens. I may not agree with what he did to you, but I can certainly say that his story is one of trying to right wrongs done in this land, albeit with a bloody
So
motive.
right wrongs in the way of killing innocent people, trying to kill me, who has not wronged him, putting all of my friends in danger.
And as Loten mentioned it before, he does not know you.
We might-
As far as his mind is concerned, he did perceive you as the daughter of Loten. He has no ill will towards you, but he does want your father to recognize the loss, the same loss that he inflicted upon him and his family.
And that makes it okay.
Can I say something
yeah.
too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, well, if we're gonna forgive him for his crimes, why won't we forgive Aaron Down for his crime or for his crimes?
Because these were decisions that were because of events forced upon him in life from other people's decisions.
I mean, like, he still has to face the consequences.
Echo
Yes.
will
And
perk
he
up.
will, but killing him is not justice, I feel. The mark must be removed. I will vote for that, but I will not condone
And
killing him.
by
No.
extension, the laws need to be changed.
As we've
That's
discovered,
hard to do
as
when you
we've-
try to kill the next in line.
And
Well, we're gonna make him aware of that after we cut.
Oh, I tried to make him aware.
Can I speak now?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry. crap. Now I don't even remember what I said.
You have the floor.
I may not have been branded as an exile, but carrying the Stumbleduck name is similar to it. I went through many of the same
Trials.
yeah. trials, name calling that Lashenil would have gone through. And yet I did not try to kill Layla. My own father was also murdered, and I have not tried to kill Layla.
And yet you...
Also, I do not, at the same time, I no longer think Lashenil should be killed. The mark definitely does need to be removed, but we should not end his life.
All I will say is that you've enjoyed far greater privilege than he has.
I've also suffered just as greatly.
My does still stand.
I'll say, I think at this time, being an elf or half elf also, and going through a lot of the same, almost the exact same thing with my entire village and clan being killed, Aranis is definitely going to suggest not cutting off his hand and letting him try and join Vin's group, because it's a way that he can redeem
ways
himself.
to be a hunter without certain appendages.
Locty will speak up. Well,
Still vote.
be it fate or be it fortune, it is funny that we found you all. And as it seems, many of your stories, many of what brought us all here, very similar. It's just been very different ways of how we've gone about it. We're different because we've had each other. You had Lucian and Lucas at some points. I've had you all, and you've all had each other. He has been part of this for a month, yes, but I think he may have been too far gone by that point. So, from what I can tell, that's the big difference between him and us, is no one found him in time.
Our brother's gonna be like, let's just cut off the hand and get over with it.
Okay.
I don't care what you guys do with him.
Let's vote
but
on
he
whether
is
or not to cut
traveling
off the
with
hand,
us.
and then on whether or not he should go with Vin.
Okay. So, should we vote? Alright,
We should question him after he's like, I know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, we
we'll
have a
get
lot of
anything else.
information already from him.
I don't think we'll get anything else out of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I suppose we put it to a vote then on if we relieve him of his hand or not.
This mark is turning him into a monster, I feel. It is taking his hatred and amplifying it to a point where he's not really in control of himself unless he releases the energy.
Well, when you spoke to him in his dreams, was there any clarity to him? Was there any hope?
Any clarity?
The clarity is that he did make the decision to have the mark put on him. The clarity... Sorry, trying to remember everything. The clarity is that he is in control of himself, but that he is consumed by his hatred from his experiences. And the only way to really get rid of it is to use his magic, which, as we've seen from State, has catastrophic circumstances.
That's all I need to know.
Vote.
Yep.
Vote?
So, shall we start with all in favor of not cutting off his hand? Raise your hands.
Not cutting off?
Of not cutting off the hand.
Okay.
Or removing the mark in any way.
I don't want to speak for Bastion. I feel like he would not be in favor just
Bastion
due to
wouldn't want it.
yeah, the
Bill
personal
was
harm.
very-
Oh, he was
Yeah.
angry
He was
last
very
time we
clear
were
about
discussing
that.
it.
Yeah, so Bastion will vote not to
Okay, so
chop
that's
off his hand.
2.
Is there any particular spell he would know of to get rid of this mark, like a remove curse?
Not quite.
It's
Yeah.
there.
Or would this be something that's of a more permanent state?
Yeah.
Well, even for Cinder to get his mark changed, they had to complete the like sigil things that were in it. But we don't know that as characters.
All in favor of removing the mark via separation? Raise your hands.
Chop!
As in
Cutting his hand off?
taking off the skin or removing the hand?
Removing the hand. And then
Why
cauterizing the
why
wound.
can't we just take off this? Well, I
And
mean,
it's
it would be,
magically entwined.
He said
probably
it's
a whole,
deep.
It's probably a whole hand thing. It's probably not a
Yeah.
skin thing.
I
It's in
could
there.
try to continue using the rest of my sleep powder to keep him
he's good for
Out.
another 30 minutes.
out while we do
So-
it.
I would like to add that I'm capable of, if he doesn't need to go without a hand. I can create a hand for him.
Yes.
It's kind of a prosthetic of sorts.
Yeah.
So,
So once again, all in favor of cutting off that hand.
Lochte,
not that I have any input really.
unfortunately, it seems it's necessary. Perhaps at some point we should talk about the other fellow we know, a similar mark on a similar place, but that's neither here nor
Is
there.
this Cinder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're here right now, so
Well,
discussion for another time.
Would Bastion leave the group if we remove the
He was
hand?
pretty explicit on killing.
Killing.
I don't think the hand thing.
Yeah.
He would probably be upset about it, but I don't think
He
he
will
would
turn
leave
away.
over it.
He won't watch. He won't have any part with it. But
If we're
and
going
he
to
won't
do
be
this,
pleased.
if we're going to do this,
I-
I want to be the one to do it. I
I'm-
promised him that much.
I'm ready to cauterize that
Mm-hmm.
that stump.
You know what's ridiculous? I actually brought up like cutting off both of his hands and tongue.
Oh, I'm proficient in
No.
medicine.
Do you have
Okay.
the confidence to be able to do a clean cut?
I am proficient in medicine.
It seems simple enough.
You should tend
Doesn't
to
it?
it after we.
Yeah.
It is it's complicated.
The bone's pretty thick, my dear.
Yes. What does anyone have a heavier weapon?
We
I
have
had the hand.
We have a slashing back.
I have an idea.
Guillotine. Just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, that was out of character.
You there? You picked up that sword, yeah?
Can you? Yes.
Yeah. May I see it? Okay. I don't.
Lochte just goes.
Stabs Layla.
You bitch!
With this,
That would be.
Oh, before we decide to chop off his hand, I'm pretty sure that he's not doing so hot. That if we
Oh, I
did
healed
so,
She healed.
okay,
Yeah, Pedro already
okay.
healed him.
It's like we should not kill him.
This
yeah.
one has ensured that he has health to spare.
This, and she pulls out the short sword. There's lightning running along the blade again. The blade is already heated due to
Okay.
electricity running through the blade. If you want a clean cut, this will probably do it.
Okay.
I swear, if you have to make some sort of check, it'll be gross.
Oh,
Go.
I suggest you use two hands.
All right,
What is your
so-
strength?
It's a short.
That's what I was
it's,
worried
it's a
about.
short sword, actually. So,
So I can use finesse, which
Awesome.
you can
which
use dex.
my dex is like 3 points higher than my strength, but still.
I'm not gonna make you roll.
Okay.
You're
Don't
cutting
worry.
it off.
Yeah.
If you're trying, you're cutting it
Just
off.
gets halfway.
Vin's more worried about a cat person using a weapon.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, so just to make sure that there's like no, we're gonna have him where the arms laid out, the hands just like right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're in the snow. Look at that.
And,
Oh, that red on white. Let's do it.
Packed with snow.
Very.
actually,
very
could
cool.
you tell I don't think I've met her, but the female robot.
Oh, CV.
Lucian has designed her.
What about TV?
Oh, he would.
Yeah.
She'd probably hold his arm pretty straight for the cut.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So CV will come over
That.
and hold the arm straight for you to.
Okay. Okay.
Some sort of fast fight.
Are you all ready for this?
yeah.
Hold on. Perhaps before we
Can we get the show on now?
perhaps before we cut his arm off, we should decide what we're gonna do with him afterwards.
Yeah.
You all ready for this?
He's not coming with us.
Imagining Vincent standing
Are we
there
okay?
like,
I'm
What?
cracking myself
Sending
up.
him to the church?
I don't give a shit what happens to him after this.
Well, Vincent speaks up.
Who's Vincent?
Oh,
Vincent's the guy that's been
Oh,
standing
Liberty.
here.
I'm Vincent. Thank you very much.
Not
Cheers.
be a character.
I remember you.
Oh, yes.
Anyway,
The arrogant one.
dudes have been having problems with powers. We're about to
Take
relieve
his
him
hand.
of said powers, it seems like.
Mm.
Yeah, no. If that doesn't work, though, if he still has something, we, taken people, similar stories of him.
Do you want to study his hand after this?
I mean, not me in particular.
Flops the hand around.
Smacks him in the face.
Personally, I would like that idea, Vincent.
You should
I would like
step
him to have a second chance at life.
We could do that. Not sure what Hunter's dream thing he goes to does. Sounds
There's a way for
Sounds like
second
it's
chance as
likely
well.
to kill him.
True.
sounds bloody terrifying, is what it sounds like.
No offense to
And a
you,
form of
Vin, but
torture.
it sounds to me that it's either do or die with his that decision.
Mm-hmm.
With Vincent's idea, at least, he has more free will and control.
That's what we fight for, after all.
Dragon Age.
You know what we should do? We should play
Decisions.
Okay.
out of character. I'm
So,
sorry.
you gonna chop his hand
I
off
know what
yet?
you're gonna say. Just hold on.
Sorry, that wasn't in character. I was just like,
Okay, so
chop his hand off.
Step one, I guess.
do
Oh, he's
you,
passed out.
you're asking me to make a roll.
Asleep
No,
against the
you're gonna.
Theo's gonna take a deep breath, steady himself. I'm sorry, Lashenil, and just take a swing.
Like a hot knife through butter, you just
good.
cleave right through this gentleman's arm.
It's the wrong hand.
And he wakes up screaming.
Morning,
in
sunshine.
pain. I'm not going to act out this screaming, but he wakes up screaming. Yeah, he is in pain. But there,
The wound is cauterized.
the wound is seared, cauterized, but
Should I
it,
heal
I mean, it.
Again?
Yeah, probably.
Ah.
Lulu's gonna
I'm
pick
gonna
up
use-
the hand and hand it.
I'm gonna use cure. I can also use my cure wounds as well.
Like,
Here, and I'll hold up
Picture
my
it.
down.
And she'll like start bouncing it because he hasn't taken it
okay.
yet.
Okay.
Nita.
So you just see like the fingers.
We'll put it in my bag of
Oh
holding.
my gosh. Okay.
How's Echo doing over there?
Him joining the regalia at all.
I don't know.
So that's not what.
I already enjoyed the
Having
gala.
him run around Loten, that's a great idea.
Huh?
So,
14 health.
I think having him run around Loten with the regalia is a good idea.
Who? Oh. Ashna?
I think we need to get him out of here.
Oh. I don't give a shit.
Let's vote.
Alright,
might
so
as well.
While he's screaming, let's vote.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably be screaming in pain and probably pass out again because of the pain.
Yeah.
Now let's just do party members only. Those of us who interacted with Lashenil.
Seems fair.
So,
Personally affected.
Mm-hmm.
Regalia or the church?
The
I
regalia.
don't give
The
a shit
regalia
about
is
what
in
happens
Loten,
to him.
where
He can-
he knows of all of us. The church is not.
but at
But at the church, he could die.
He
with
wouldn't
the
do
re-
anything to us.
with the regalia,
Like,
he
would
can be
useful.
monitored and supervised.
By
I'm
who?
assuming
By
you.
who? The whole point of the Liberty Regalia is liberty, freedom.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
that's
like-
kind of.
Yes, but at the same time, you say you
Yeah.
are.
They still have order.
You
We
are-
have to have rules.
They have moral. They
Yeah.
have moral.
I'm
Oh,
assuming
so-
that for an
you should go.
organization like yours, you can spare at least one or two members solely for that duty.
We'll
Perhaps
hold-
some
we'll hold the
teachers
vote
of
until it
sorts.
gets back.
We
I-
may need to get one or two more members, but
I'm a
yes,
member?
you could do that. Yeah, you are.
If that's the
He
case.
like sighs a little bit. He's
that's-
just like, we've really reached the bottom of the barrel now.
Alright.
They're supposed
The
to
other positive
start
about the
doing
church
it.
is that if he makes it through, that means he's leaving his past behind. That's the only way to completely clear his mind.
Out of character. We should
Even with his hand
definitely.
cut off, he's still holding all that.
That sounds like brainwashing to me. I'll be honest.
Hey,
I cannot
Zach.
Is he even going to be the same person when he comes out of that?
He doesn't seem like the same person he used to be anyway.
I agree.
I think other character.
He's been brainwashed once before.
His life
Perhaps a
experience
second
is,
brainwashing.
He
could
wasn't
hurt him
technically
back.
brainwashed. He was led by his own anger and hatred, and he let that consume him. Now that we've taken the hand off, it's likely that hatred and
Vin seems fine.
Well, on top of that,
Who's
the
Vin?
brand itself,
Vin is
He's a little creepy.
this guy.
I don't like him.
the brand itself seemed to further that motive, much like Shikava would to me by feeding off of my insecurities and try to isolate me.
Now, that's not to say that I don't give a shit whether or not he goes into this little dream state or whatever, but I do know that if we leave
roll
his
another
body
percentile.
out here...
What are you saying?
Roll another percentile.
I know that if we leave his body out
60
here...
and 10.
Well, he's in the dream state, he'll get frostbite and die.
What dream state?
Dream state, whenever you take
I'm
your body still exists here, but your
So,
brain is to your
For a
For what? What are you
brief
talking about?
instant.
That's-
No, he's not doing it here. He's taking him with
Okay,
him
okay.
away.
Hold on.
What's
For a brief instant, almost instantaneous, energy flicks from Loopy's hands again. Everyone turns invisible for a couple seconds, and then visible again.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Oh God.
At least I wasn't shooting.
My eyelids are invisible.
I'm looking at
I can't close my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold Lashenil just to make sure I don't.
gain control of your newfound ability.
Would that work? I'm gonna drink blood vial just to see if that helps.
Hey,
I
other
will be
character.
disgusted by this.
You don't
Gross.
feel any different.
That sucks.
Gross.
And I needed to drink one anyway, so.
Well,
Gross.
Theo has kind of been holding on to him, considering after his hand's been chopped off. But he's gonna hold on to him tight and be like,
Keeps me from trying to
I'm not
eat
losing
you
this man.
guys.
So,
Not what? What's going on?
I think the decision is still Hunter's dream, or us.
It sounds like the majority of them just want to chop his hand off and send him in with,
Yeah.
not into the dream, but
Let's vote.
well, let's vote.
okay.
All in favor of sending him with Liberty Regalia, raise your hand.
Oh,
Lochte will raise her hand.
I'm not gonna vote.
1, 2, 3.
All in favor, and we're gonna take care of you. All in favor of
We will
sending
take
him
care.
to the Healing Church.
Sorry.
oh.
What would Bast say?
Bastion's the, well, I guess the princess too.
Well,
She's not voting.
Okay, Bastion's the deciding vote.
I feel like he wouldn't want to risk him dying.
Yeah. I think he'd probably vote Liberty Regalia more
Yeah.
than anything.
Okay.
The risk of him losing himself and him possibly dying in this, that would be too much for Bastion.
Yeah.
Him holding life above all else, that doesn't seem like something he would want to bargain for.
3 to 4.
I hate to vote for him, but
Right.
That's
It
probably,
sounds-
the
Hey,
most.
hey, we can call him real quick. can't we?
Hey,
That'd be
Hey,
a
Bill,
lot-
I know
that'd
you
be a
got
lot
a
of healing
headache,
to do.
but
sorry you got a headache.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zach. So no Bloodborne playthrough as a Lashy.
hold on. I knew that was where you're going. Give me a second.
Aha.
So, with us then.
With you.
Carl,
Speaking of going with you,
brings us to the next question.
I believe that I need to get whatever the fuck is happening to me under control.
We are all
And
invisible.
obviously, having my sister.
Oh, that's done. Like you were invisible,
was a
then a
moment.
couple seconds
Yeah.
pass and you're visible again.
Obviously, my sister's a part of your group, so I feel that I could trust you. Would you allow me to come with the both of you to learn how to control this magic that I've been using?
Well, do you have a few magic users you could probably learn from?
What would I say to that? I mean,
I know, I'm...
You'd have to follow her.
But I'm gonna be gone for the next 3 weeks.
I know,
Because
Yeah,
I'll be
I
in
know.
London,
Yeah.
so.
I would like to keep playing.
Okay.
Is the point.
Yeah. Well, what would you like done then?
What?
What would you like done then?
What are you talking? I didn't say that in character.
Oh.
I was asking what I would do
Oh, I don't. Okay.
because I thought you had figured that out.
I mean,
No, he thinks the best place to learn would probably be from the Healing Church. Seeing as his people are currently at Elysium taking care of the situation.
are you gonna pipe up and say that, or
That's what I just
Was
said.
that
Okay.
was that a
Okay.
character?
Okay. Great. Gotcha. Well, I'd like to say that choice is up to you then.
well, either way, you have to go back with her. There's no point in you staying with our party if she's not here.
I would like to go with the Liberty Regalia. Not only to control these powers, but it would also be nice to spend some time with my sister.
She smiles. Vincent piped up. Well, I'll be honest with you. 2 members 1 day is great.
I will probably join you guys after I'm done.
Layla will say jokingly, "Wow, your number's that bad? I can't imagine why."
Just you wait, Princess. Just you.
She'll like
wait.
shoot him a wink.
I know if Arbella, I don't care. I know if Arbella would go with them or not.
No, not yet.
I
I would think not yet.
just like giving Vincent a hard time.
I know you do. I know it.
I'll do it while I'm there for you.
He's too confident.
Well,
Lashenil wasn't confident enough.
Can you absolutely for certain have someone watch over him?
definitely.
Luffy probably will watch over him. Arbella joke.
I could also keep an eye on him while I'm there.
You guys are in charge of him. I would not like to see him again.
I'm
Wait.
not in charge of his path winning, but we'll do our best.
So you were the one who had that thing that said, if ever in need, blah, blah, blah. Or
No, it was me.
Yes, was
you want to go with them too?
I can't. Not yet.
God won't let
Not
me.
yet.
Vincent put his foot down.
He was like, no, please. You stay here and watch them.
Yeah, that's actually the mission.
I'm gonna be in London.
Yeah,
and gone for the next 3
know
weeks,
that.
So
I know that.
We
I'm
needed
just,
something for Loopy.
I'm here
I'm just
until
trying to think of
July.
any
31st.
contact, whatever, to keep in touch, blah, blah, blah. Updates,
We have
blah, blah,
contact.
blah.
We have-
He's with us.
Yeah.
He's the one that has the scroll. That
You hold on to that piece of paper.
I'll get a piece of paper.
I don't
You
get
do
a
have
piece
a
of
piece of
paper.
I do?
I gave you one.
Oh.
Yeah, he gave you one.
Oh, I forgot about that. I should probably
That
sit that
paper
down
doesn't
on my
evaporate,
character
does
sheet.
it?
No,
Okay.
it does not.
Good.
See, there's a piece of paper in your hand. It says some things on it. May say some things later on.
My
We'll see.
crossbow back. Thanks.
I doubt you have another piece that you could give to me, would you?
Well, like, turn down. Do we bring any more? Oh, great. Okay.
We.
He'll hand you a piece of paper. You open it up. It looks blank. Just wait.
I thought it was a joke at first.
They're out blank to start.
It's like the little guy from Kung Fu Panda. He's like, I cannot read this.
What was the thing that
Curious cat.
that she had to say?
Light the fires of freedom.
Okay. So, Vincent, you gonna light the fires of freedom?
Oh, you know it.
Fucking nerd.
I thought Lashenil was just like, what the fuck is that?
He's passed out again, so.
Oh shit, we still have Echo over there.
By the way,
What you doing?
We have an echo
Uranus,
problem.
take
Go
her
away.
out.
Well,
She knows too much.
Take her out.
That was out of character.
she's got a toot, so I'm gonna go ahead and go if that's where the conversation's headed.
She's got to report us.
What? What?
He points to Echo. She got a toot.
She got a tooth?
Two.
Attitude.
Attitude.
For what? Oh, he doesn't like her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
You just
Well-
see fire burning in her eyes. She's like,
I will just like tap him. It was nice seeing you, friend.
Are you ready?
Oh, give Loopy a hug. Goodbye.
I will give you one in return.
And be like, give him shit while I'm not there.
Oh, also, before we leave, I want to give you these.
What
They're
are they?
goggles that have dark
Nice.
vision.
Weren't you gonna give Layla those?
I'm sorry, but this is depressing.
You can also see kind of in fog with them.
Okay.
Because I don't fucking need them anymore.
Vincent will come over and scoop up Lashenil.
What can I give as a parting gift?
So he might not get that prosthetic.
I'm gonna give him the emerald and brass choker.
Guessing this is for him, not me.
I mean,
It would.
I think
bring
it
out
looks
your
better on
eyes.
him than you.
Okay.
Yes.
Brings out your eyes though.
What color is
You
eyes?
should look into it.
I'd prefer red, but that's alright.
Should look into it.
You know, walk over with
Make you a little
Loopy and
edgy.
Elena. Well, suppose that's it.
Match your rebellious exterior.
And they will teleport out of there.
Poof.
I'm gonna be like, so.
Lochte will turn towards Vin.
Mm-hmm.
Lochte's gonna address Vin. So. Well, seems like your main purpose of being around us just vanished. My suggestion would be just to stick around until she shows up again. But that's just me.
Can he track her? That's what he's doing with the Night Mother.
Oh. I don't know if she teleported.
She exists somewhere.
Well, if she's to return to you, then there's a couple individuals here that intrigue me.
Sure, there's plenty of things to hunt. Uranus knows about that.
Indeed.
Out of character, I'll need your help for something. It's a personal mission.
Well,
All right.
I like those.
it has been an eventful night.
Mm-hmm.
Turn over to Echo. Not dealing with that shit tonight.
Pulls out a flask of whiskey.
Hey, you gonna tell me
There
more
we
about
go.
that?
Echo?
Yeah.
Catchy, just
There's so much to tell, I don't think I could do it all. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna walk up to you, sit down, take a flask, and throw it back.
Lochte?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And be like,
Yep.
I have a niche for stories. Please tell us.
Oh, jeez. So many. So many.
Start at the beginning. I find that's the best place.
Okay, so she'll go in and tell like a night of stories, but increasingly get slurrier and slurrier throughout the night until she eventually passes out. But
This
right
is
now,
important.
Yeah, this is right now. This is right now.
Okay. So a lot did happen. Are you gonna keep your mouth shut about it though? That's the question.
You all are trying to change up everything, aren't you?
Yeah.
One tower at a time.
All right, let's make a deal.
Okay, what's this deal?
We, well, I won't say anything. In fact, I'll help out if you need me to. If you replace D with me,
D?
one of the elites.
When I come into power.
Yeah.
Why you want to be an elite?
I'm honest. I'm sick of being an asshole to everybody.
I thought you enjoyed it, honestly.
I put on a good act, I know. No, it's all about showing power and strength and yada yada yada, whatever the old man spouts at.
And that's why they're related, aren't they?
Echo and
No.
they're not related.
So,
Lochte and Rebella is related.
and is that why you broke my friend's collarbone? Here?
Yeah, that's probably the image of it, really.
Glare.
You know it's like it.
Caesar. Just kidding. I was gonna be like, you know what? I'm not even angry at you anymore for some reason.
Well, that's good.
I'm just.
I don't trust you.
She does point at Bastion. Metalhead, still want that rematch.
Better about your law.
Not bad.
I will destroy you.
So at this point, are we assuming that Echo's going with?
I mean,
Echoing
she's
down.
heading in the same direction as us.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna feel comfortable with anyone outside of the group.
I'll be like, okay, can I roll
Including
for
Echo.
can I roll for history?
But I will say this. I will. Yes.
I can actually vouch for Echo maybe if I.
I mean,
But
Despite what she had.
here's my condition with making you a commander,
elite.
elite
Yeah.
words, an elite.
You'll get the terminology down when you're the throne, I hope.
Wait, her elite?
You have to prove yourself still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can do that. Punch things pretty hard.
Not necessarily what I meant. You have to show the logical side. You are a leader. A lot of what we deal with is diplomacy. You can't just punch your problems away always. Some problems aren't tangible.
Arbo's gonna be
Sometimes
like,
you just gotta chop a dude's hand off. I get it.
hey, Arbo's gonna be pointing at herself and Lochte. Be like, what about us?
What about you? I don't
You
know.
left! You don't want to be elite, do you?
You still have to prove yourself.
Okay.
And not always in the physical man. You have to. What?
What is this elite thing?
The leaders of the different.
You have to prove yourself in all aspects of being
Oh,
elite.
wait, you're not from here, so you don't know.
No, I don't. No idea.
Yeah?
You understand? I'm not just gonna give you a position and then you fuck shit up. Kill a bunch of random people. You can't be an asshole like D.
I'm never killed anyone.
You almost killed me.
Tell me more about this
Broken
dragon.
bones, you know.
Dragon Knight.
So just can't just put anyone into power without proving themselves. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Mom and
yeah,
Dad.
I get that.
I'm not just gonna put all my friends in power.
But
She's no Don.
from what I gather, you all are pretty strong.
Yeah.
If I travel with y'all, I might get stronger.
Oh, I don't want to imagine her chewing on a piece of hay.
Yeah. Maybe
Strong
strong
enough.
enough to take out the old man myself.
Hmm. Okay. Whatever. Good luck with that, though. He's an asshole.
Oh, I know.
Yep, he is.
Lucky. Amen to that!
Yep.
I'm in more familiar company than I thought.
So, you want to be Dee's replacement, specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. You can take over the Temple of the Ox.
I
is
mean,
what it's
for
called?
real.
Yeah. Monastery of the Ox.
Monastery of the Ox.
Under new ownership. Management.
Management?
One of those two. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
What do you plan to do once you're in power?
I mean,
Kick butt.
Punch stuff?
really? Well, yes, of course.
That was out of character, but, like,
I don't know.
you didn't think about it that far?
Well, it's not that. It's just that it's kind of always been a dream to replace him. That's all.
But why?
He's getting old. He's gotta step off his high horse at some point.
Or someone's gonna knock him off it.
Yeah, there you go.
But, still being said, I want you to think about what things you'd like to change and what your mission will be as an elite.
I will punch things hard, and then I will teach people to punch things hard.
I would suggest.
Is that all that D does? I feel like there's more like political
Yeah, I mean,
thing. This is out of character.
out of character. Yeah,
There's more
he rules
politics.
diplomatically.
Uh-huh.
And like establishes trade route, and for real surprise, a bunch of the food towards the capital and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she does not seem to be all that focused on that.
I was gonna. Can I roll for history
I'm gonna be,
and explain stuff?
No.
I
I'm gonna be like you
I wanna roll history to
You
explain
understand
stuff.
that D is in charge of the majority of our country's food source, right? And that you would also be dealing with things bigger than just punching shit.
Well, that's working out all right, just right now, yeah.
But that's because he works with that shit.
Well, I just wouldn't change things.
I mean, like.
But what if other people want to change things? Like, what if someone wants more money, and then another person gets mad because they're not getting as much as that person? There's a lot of diplomacy that happens.
Lochte pitches in. Diplomacy's easy if you know how to work your way around people.
You just know how to work your way around a bottle. You get people drunk and talking, Lochte.
Well, isn't that the key?
It's a method, isn't
What's
it?
wrong with that?
Yeah!
I was gonna add in, people in that monastery need to chill. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, why are we still going on this?
Okay.
Not sure why I'm still around. Someone go watch the pyre burn.
Pyre.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Deal.
My duty. I thought you had whiskey. You gonna share?
Who?
As you get up and you gonna share any of that? Yeah. No?
Who's talking?
Lochte.
Lochte?
Yeah.
I thought we've been talking to this Echo this entire time.
No, this is
I-
all in character.
Yeah.
This entire time was in character. I was talking to Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I-
Okay.
'Cause
I was
Echo-
confused.
When I switch, I say as Lochte.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yeah.
He'll throw the flask at you. And
He was slurring.
have fun drinking that.
I don't want to share it, but all right, well, whatever. And then,
Back to Lochte. I have. And she'll like Layla will go in and give Lochte a big hug because they haven't seen each other in a while.
Lochte will hug you back. I almost died.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
But look at you now.
Drunk and not dead.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Echo.
Sounds like the Lochte I know.
Echo will now sit around the fire and
Gigs.
So,
find her spot.
While we're around this fire, let's talk about all these things that you guys said you needed to share. I mean, everybody has these secrets, and we're like, we have to talk about them, so.
Sure.
Other than that, I'd just like to go to Brenheim.
Yeah. So we'll progress through the night as everyone's kind of gathered around the campfire, and I guess besides Vin, who went off and saw the fire. We gathered around this campfire, telling us stories of how we got here, what made us to this point in time. Really, everyone recounting their journey up until this point, and while things have been stressful, we still have this group of people that we can seemingly rely on right now. Well, the Lashenil was certainly
What was your guess?
a bump in the road.
Guess for one.
It was a pretty rough ride there for a little while, but it does
If
seem
Echo
to
portrays
think
me, I want her to be smited.
Oh, no, it's 70.
who
If Echo portrays me, betrays me, sorry,
Smite her.
portrays, just smite her.
Things do seem to settle down, and while you don't feel at ease after all the events that have happened within the past day, it has been one long day for you all. But you do all eventually, one by one, get some rest tonight, and it is
Not
I'll level
gonna
up.
sleep.
no. Okay. So you don't sleep. Well, you watch everyone else. They do eventually rest.
Wait, does she get a point of exhaustion?
Probably.
And then
How far are we from Brenheim? A week?
Several weeks,
We're like
almost a month
halfway,
away.
right?
Yeah,
I feel like I picture like one side of the map, the other side, and we're
Yeah.
like right here.
yeah. Almost a solid month away. But you wake up in the morning, you'll set off on your journey towards Brynheim.
Is everyone who's not sleeping?
Me.
Layla.
Her? Oh, I mean, she'd probably see me looking into the pyre and see if there's anything remaining.
Bones? Charred bones?
Wait, is that pyrophile?
Ashes, yeah. Bones, ashes, whatever equipment of his that did not
Burn.
fully, as there, metal bits here and there and stuff like that.
So nothing full.
No. Because he was wearing what, plate?
Yeah.
He was not wearing plate. He was wearing
No, I thought he got,
the breast.
Tarkir's, breastplate.
Tarkir.
Yeah, but he changed it to get the same AC but not be full plate.
Okay. So the plate, whatever plate was
Yeah.
left, that would still be in there. Metal parts of the weapons and stuff. And I guess that sheath was all mechanical and gears, so that would still be in there. But yeah.
Okay.
What remains?
I'll probably take the remaining stuff and start reinforcing my arm.
It's disrespectful to steal from the dead.
Not to me, it ain't.
It is here.
Oh.
You're in Loten.
I've stolen from the dead, so.
Yeah,
Everyone here has.
Who hasn't?
Well, next morning we rise. Lila has not slept a wink, but the rest of you wake up fully rested and begin your journey off towards Brynheim.
Where did I have my ball?
I was
My
just
ball!
gonna say that.
My ball!
I'd walk up and say, so whose is this?
My ball! It just makes me think of that vine. You guys, I think I found my berries.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll show it to you later. I'll show it to you.
All right.
Okay, so
Theodore, ball returned. Yeah, that's where we'll be ending tonight.
Yeah.
And
does Lucky need a weapon?
she has her longsword and dagger on her.
Still? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought someone was without weapon, but okay. Because I got like 4 now. Well, 5
There is
technically.
a Dragon Slayer spear on the ground that was removed.
I took it.
Yeah, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have that?
I took everything
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
had
yeah,
given Lashenil back.
You got everything. Okay. And that's where we're ending
What
tonight.
kind of spear was it? It doesn't do magic, right?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Let me end it. And when we pick up next time, we'll be entering Brynheim. And another little bit of time will pass by. Sorry, Loopy. And Hannah will unfortunately not be able to join us
For 3 weeks, at least.
Where are you guys
Thus-
leaving?
I'm leaving Saturday to move, and then I'm going to London the following week.
I see.
And then I will be back from London 2 weeks after that.
Okay.
It'll be a glorious adventure all to her own.
Yeah. And also starting next week, we get to start playing for longer because I won't be off work at 8 p.m. So maybe
Yeah.
start at 6 or something like that. Get through much quicker. But for now, we say adieu.